Hey guys, can you believe how much some Hollywood stars have changed over the years? Whether it's Rebel Wilson dropping serious weight or Angelica Houston turning to cosmetic treatments like Botox and surgery, these celebs have totally transformed their looks. Hit that comment section with a 1 if you're ready to see 25 celebrities who look nothing like they used to. Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer made a name for himself in Hollywood with a mix of hilarious comedies like Top Secret and Real Genius, and big action hits like Top Gun and the fantasy adventure Willow. But what really proved his acting range was his powerful performance as Jim Morrison in The Doors, directed by Oliver Stone, a role that earned him serious praise. Fast forward to 2014 and fans began noticing a major change in his appearance. Val had lost a significant amount of weight, which led to growing concern about his health. To calm the rumors, he posted on Facebook, explaining that the transformation was intentional. He was preparing to play Mark Twain in a new project. He assured fans that he was fine and the weight loss was just part of the job. But just a month later, those concerns returned when Val was hospitalized. This time, speculation ramped up, with many fearing he was facing throat cancer. His rep eventually confirmed that he was undergoing tests for a possible tumor. By late the following year, Kilmer was spotted with a tracheostomy tube, making his health battle more visible than ever. His personal journey became even clearer in the 2021 documentary Val, where the actor opened up about his throat cancer diagnosis, the intense medical treatments he went through, and how it changed his life. It was a raw, emotional look at a beloved actor's toughest chapter. Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith, the daughter of iconic actress Tippi Hedren, started in showbiz at a young age, doing TV ads and modeling gigs. Her big screen debut came in 1975 with Night Moves, but it wasn't until Working Girl in 1988, where she played Tess McGill, that she truly became a star, earning an Oscar nomination. Over the years, fans have noticed that Melanie's appearance has changed quite a bit. Looking at photos from the 80s and 90s compared to today, some people say they barely recognize her. Part of this transformation might be tied to a terrifying accident early in her career. Back in 1977, while filming Roar, she was mauled by a lioness and needed 50 stitches on her face. Later on, Melanie went through several cosmetic procedures. Her fuller lips, which the media often called a trout pout, and her super smooth skin sparked speculation that she had Botox, fillers, and even eyelid surgery. Some plastic surgeons also chimed in with their opinions. Melanie has been open about the criticism. In an interview with US Weekly, she said, "Most people say I look awful. I don't know if I really look that bad." And in a heartfelt chat with Porter magazine, she admitted that things had gone too far. "I didn't realize how much had changed until people started saying, 'Oh my God, what have you done?' I was devastated. So I went to a different doctor who helped reverse what the previous one did. Hopefully I look more natural now." Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley first captured the public's attention in the 1960s as the wife of rock and roll legend Elvis Presley. But she didn't just live in his shadow, she built her own identity as an actress, with standout roles like Jenna Wade in Dallas and comedic turns in the Naked Gun movies. But in recent years, Priscilla's appearance has sparked conversation. Many fans have commented on how different she looks now, and not all the changes were by choice. She was one of several high-profile victims of Dr. Daniel Serrano, a man who posed as a cosmetic expert and offered luxury European injections. In reality, the silicone he used was industrial-grade material imported from Argentina. The results were devastating. Priscilla experienced visible facial changes, especially around her cheeks, lips, and eyes. Serrano's illegal procedures didn't just affect his clients physically, they left lasting emotional scars. He was eventually caught and in 2006 sentenced to 18 months in prison for his actions. Meg Ryan. In the late 80s and throughout the 90s, Meg Ryan was more than just a movie star. She was America's sweetheart. With her bright eyes, effortless smile, and lovable charm, she lit up the screen in romantic classics like When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle. But as time went on, public attention shifted from her movies to her appearance. As she aged, like we all do, the conversation turned harsh. Tabloids ran cruel headlines, comparing her old photos to her more recent looks, questioning what had changed. What happened to Meg Ryan's face? They asked. By the mid-2000s, rumors about plastic surgery were everywhere. Though Meg never directly addressed them, some cosmetic experts speculated about fillers, facelifts, Botox, and more. Her face, once adored for its expression and natural beauty, became a subject of public scrutiny. But maybe we forgot something along the way. Meg Ryan gave us joy, comfort, and unforgettable moments. Her legacy isn't in how her face has changed, but in how she made us feel. That's something no surgery or rumor can ever take away. Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox is best known to millions for her iconic roles, Monica Geller on Friends and Gale Weathers in the Scream movies. But before all the fame, she started humbly in 1984 with a small role on the soap As the World Turns. Over the years, Courtney built a career most actors dream of, earning Golden Globe and Emmy nominations, and even a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. From 2009 to 2015, she starred in Cougar Town, but as the spotlight stayed on her, so did the public's attention to her looks. As time passed, people noticed her changing appearance, and the internet didn't stay quiet. In 2015, Courtney attended the Hand of God premiere in Los Angeles, and fans were stunned. Her face looked different, fuller cheeks, a new eye shape, and speculation about plastic surgery spread like wildfire. But what makes Courtney's story powerful is her honesty. In a recent interview, she opened up about trying fillers and cosmetic procedures and how it left her feeling disconnected from who she really was. She said, "I didn't realize how strange I looked with all the stuff I had done. I wouldn't do it again." Courtney's journey is about learning to let go, accept herself, and find beauty in being real. Daryl Hannah. Back in the 1980s, Daryl Hannah was one of Hollywood's most captivating stars. With her ethereal beauty and unique screen presence, she won over audiences in movies like Splash, alongside Tom Hanks, Blade Runner, Roxanne, and Steel Magnolias. She wasn't just another pretty face. She had charm, mystery, and a natural grace that made her unforgettable. But time, fame, and public scrutiny have a way of changing how we see people, and sometimes how they see themselves. In recent years, Daryl's appearance has changed so much that some fans hardly recognize her. In a 2010 interview, she also opened up about losing roles after one unflattering photo sparked rumors she'd had work done. It's a painful reminder of how brutal the entertainment industry can be, especially toward women as they age. Even though Daryl insisted she hadn't gone under the knife, speculation continued. Hollywood Life asked two cosmetic surgeons to weigh in. Dr. Richard Fleming pointed out unnatural fullness in her face, likely from filler. Dr. Adam Schaffner noted her nose looked different in recent pictures, though he admitted lighting and makeup could be a factor. But maybe, just maybe, it's time we stopped analyzing faces and started remembering the people behind them. Daryl Hannah gave us timeless performances, and no amount of change can take that legacy away. Thurman. Thurman became one of Hollywood's most iconic faces in the 90s and early 2000s. She starred in everything from romantic comedies to intense thrillers, sci-fi hits, and unforgettable action movies. But in recent years, Uma's appearance has sparked curiosity. When she showed up at a red carpet event in 2015 looking noticeably different, rumors about possible plastic surgery quickly began to spread online. Uma responded swiftly during an interview on the Today Show, saying her unusual look was just the result of her makeup artist trying out a new style, nothing more. Still, some experts had other thoughts. Mark Norfolk, clinical director at Transform Cosmetic Surgery, told Daily Mail that her appearance could suggest some cosmetic work, particularly around her eyes. He mentioned possible lower eyelid surgery, known as blepharoplasty, and pointed out that she wasn't wearing eye makeup, which he believed might have been to avoid irritation after a recent procedure. Regardless of the speculation, Uma Thurman remains a Hollywood legend, and sometimes what people see on the surface barely scratches the surface of who someone really is. Renee Zellweger. Renee Zellweger started her acting journey on small theater stages while she was still in college, before making her way into films like Dazed and Confused and Reality Bites. But it was her breakout roles in movies like Jerry Maguire, One True Thing, and Nurse Betty that turned her into a household name. Then in 2014, Renee made headlines for a reason that had nothing to do with her acting. When she showed up at the Elle Women in Hollywood event, fans and media alike were stunned. She looked noticeably different, and some people barely recognized her. Even though plastic surgery rumors quickly spread, Renee shut them down. She explained that her new appearance was the result of lifestyle changes, not any cosmetic procedure. "My friends say I look peaceful and healthy," she said. In a later interview, Renee got candid about how all the attention had affected her. She recalled a moment when she overheard strangers on the subway debating whether she had gone under the knife. It hurt, but she didn't let it define her. Instead, she chose to focus on what truly matters: her health, her happiness, and her self-worth, proving that strength sometimes shows up in the quietest, most graceful ways. Tori Spelling. Tori Spelling became a household name in the 90s thanks to her role as Donna Martin on the teen drama Beverly Hills 90210, a show produced by her father, the legendary TV producer Aaron Spelling. Her sweet, relatable character quickly turned her into a fan favorite, and she became one of the faces of pop culture during that era. But in recent years, many fans have been surprised by how different she looks. For some, it's hard to connect today's Tori with the image of the young star from 90210. She's been open about some of the changes, admitting to a nose job and breast augmentation. In a candid interview on SiriusXM's Jeff Lewis Live, Tori didn't shy away from talking about her appearance. She said, "I look completely different. I've had a nose job and now it's straighter." She also shared that she's tried exosome therapy, a skin treatment meant to reverse signs of aging. At the end of the day, Tori's journey reminds us that beauty isn't just about looking the same as we did years ago. It's about growing, evolving, and choosing what makes us feel good in our own skin. Living under the spotlight is never easy, and every change, whether embraced or questioned, carries a story behind it. For Tori Spelling, that story is still unfolding, and it deserves to be seen with empathy, not judgment. Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey became a household name in the late 80s after starring as Baby in the iconic film Dirty Dancing, opposite Patrick Swayze. Her natural charm, curly hair, and unique features made her instantly recognizable. She stood out in all the right ways. But not long after reaching stardom, Jennifer made a decision that would change everything. In the early 1990s, she underwent 2 nose surgeries that drastically altered her appearance. Fans who once adored her fresh, relatable look suddenly didn't recognize her anymore. At the same time, Jennifer was dealing with deep emotional trauma after surviving a devastating car accident involving her then-boyfriend and co-star Matthew Broderick. It was a heavy chapter in her life, both physically and emotionally. Years later, Jennifer spoke openly about how those surgeries affected her career. She said, "I went into the operating room as a famous person and came out as someone completely unrecognizable. It was the worst nose job in the world." She added with a bittersweet honesty, "I'll always be that actress people used to know, but now no one recognizes me, all because of a nose." Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian first became a household name thanks to the hit reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where she starred alongside her famous family, the Kardashian-Jenners. Outside of TV, Khloe has built a powerful brand for herself, launching ventures like the Good American Fashion line and hosting her own show, Revenge Body. But over the past few years, fans have noticed a big change in her appearance. She looks almost like a different person compared to her early reality TV days. While Khloe admitted to using filters on social media, she later opened up about having some cosmetic work done. In a 2021 reunion episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she addressed the rumors directly, saying, "Everyone thinks I've had my whole face done, but I've only had one nose job." Despite that, public speculation continues, with many guessing she's had more procedures like fillers, Botox, and other enhancements. Mark McGrath. Back in the late 90s, Mark McGrath was living every rock star dream. As the frontman of Sugar Ray, he brought us hits like Flyin' Every Morning, winning over fans with his Beach Boy looks, high-energy performances, and laid-back California charm. He wasn't just a singer, he was a vibe. By the time he appeared on Celebrity Big Brother in 2018, many viewers were shocked. Mark looked different, noticeably so. Changes around his eyes and cheekbones led to a wave of speculation about whether he'd had work done. Mark eventually took to Twitter to shut down the rumors, saying, "It's ridiculous that I have to respond to these plastic surgery rumors, but I'll clarify. I have never had any cosmetic surgery. I'm just naturally good-looking." Even with his denial, the conversation didn't stop. Some fans were still taken aback by how much he'd changed. According to Life and Style Extra, plastic surgeon Dr. Silo suggested that Mark may have had a rhinoplasty, pointing out that the transformation was significant enough to alter his overall appearance. In the end, whether it's aging, lighting, or just the pressure of staying relevant in a youth-obsessed industry, Mark McGrath's story reminds us how tough it can be to grow older when the world is always watching. Lil Kim. Lil Kim rose to fame in the 90s as part of Junior Mafia and quickly became one of hip-hop's most unforgettable voices. With bold lyrics, iconic fashion, and smash hits like Crush on You, No Time, and Lady Marmalade, she made her mark not only in music but in pop culture history. But over time, fans noticed something else. Her appearance began to change. Today, Lil Kim looks quite different from the fierce young rapper we first met decades ago. Back in 2005, she revealed the heartbreaking reason behind her first cosmetic surgery. A violent relationship had left her with a broken nose, and reconstructive surgery was needed to restore her face. That revelation gave fans a glimpse into the pain behind her transformation. As the years passed, more changes became noticeable, not just her nose, but her skin tone, facial features, and body shape. While her team denied any further procedures, plastic surgeon Dr. Jennifer Levine speculated that she might have undergone additional work. The doctor also suggested the use of skin-lightening products and pointed out changes around Kim's eyes. Whether these speculations are true or not, one thing's clear: Lil Kim's transformation has sparked both curiosity and concern. But behind all the headlines is a woman who's lived through trauma, fame, and pressure, and that makes her story more complex than just a conversation about looks. Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna first stepped into the spotlight back in 2010 when she appeared in Kanye West's Monster music video, standing in for Nicki Minaj. Not long after, her name popped up in Drake's hit Miss Me, and from there she became a pop culture figure, gracing magazine covers and turning heads wherever she went. But in 2023, Chyna took a very different step, one that surprised many. She went on Instagram to document a deeply personal journey, reversing the cosmetic work she had done over the years. It began with removing the fillers in her cheeks and jawline, part of a bigger decision to return to a more natural version of herself. In later videos, she shared even more, revealing she had her breast implants reduced and the silicone injections in her butt removed, something she had done at just 19. She warned her followers, "Don't inject silicone." Looking back, Chyna admitted those choices came from a place of insecurity and influence. "I was so young," she said. "I just wanted to fit in. I wanted to look like the other girls around me. I wanted to stand out." Her story is more than just a transformation. It's a reminder of how easy it is to lose ourselves in image and how brave it is to choose authenticity. Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson first captured the hearts of audiences with her hilarious performances in movies like Pitch Perfect, Bridesmaids, and Isn't It Romantic? With her witty charm and offbeat roles, she quickly became a fan favorite. Her unforgettable portrayal of Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect turned her into a true comedy icon. But in recent years, Rebel's life has taken a different turn, one that's deeply personal. In early 2020, she surprised fans by announcing her year of health on Instagram, kicking off a heartfelt journey toward better fitness and well-being. Her goal? To reach a healthier weight of 165 pounds, or about 75 kilograms. With the help of a personal trainer and a focus on mindful eating, she started sharing her progress online, inspiring many. By May, she admitted the road wasn't always easy, but she stayed determined. And by November, she revealed to People magazine that she had shed around 40 pounds, 18 kilograms, and was feeling better than ever. Rebel credited her transformation to a high-protein diet filled with fish and chicken breast, small changes that led to a whole new lifestyle. It wasn't just about weight, it was about reclaiming her energy, her confidence, and her joy. Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.